Hey guys, welcome back. Today is my personal favorite topic because I'm going to share about my Qatar Airways experience, and today I will cover all the minute details through which I got selected and which can really help you that what really Qatar Airways looks for. So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Me Vinayak Madan. You are watching Do It My Way. चलिए शुरू करते हैं. So guys, the date was 28th December 2019. Yes, when I got and when I received my invitation for Qatar Airways, and I was quite glad to know that. And the venue, the time and the batch number, everything was mentioned on that particular email. And I just wanted to tell you the venue remains the same always. Most probably it changes in the smaller cities, but mostly the bigger cities like in New Delhi, it always remains Radisson Blu, which is near to the airport. Second we have is the time. Time is always mentioned like 8 a.m, 9 a.m, 10 a.m and all that. And if it's mentioned 8 a.m, so I make sure that yes, I will reach by the given time. So guys, next comes batch number. Batch number is just like a group. Group means obviously number of people which have been combined, or which have been asked to come together in particular form of batch. So that's why they call as a batch number. So there were around 100 to 200 people, candidates which were in my batch, and my batch number was 1. So guys, the first we will talk about the open day or the CV drop day, right? So as I told you that the batch number is mentioned, and once the turn comes of your particular batch number, they will ask you to stand in a queue, means in a straight line, and one by one you have to go inside. And most probably there are like 6 to 7 people, or mostly 5 to 6 people who are going to take, or who will take your interview. Now comes the time when I was called inside, right? Where I went to a lady, she was I guess from Kenya, and I'm not sure about, she was from that particular country, and she asked me to speak something about myself. So I introduced myself. Then comes the part, she said, why you want to be cabin crew again? Now the question was again, because I was working with Jet Airways. Now there was a gap of like 2 years, and now she was interesting to know that why you want to come into this particular field again. And what happened next was very interesting. I was quite amused. I was quite stunned that what is happening. I was very unsure what is happening, seriously. So she asked me to please stand outside for a second. I asked her that, ma'am, I'm selected. She said, no, please have a just have a patience, just give me 2 minutes. I said, fine, ma'am. I stood outside, and she had a word with another person from that particular panel, and she was a crew. She was that lady was flying from like for 15 years with Qatar, and she then called me again. She said, please introduce yourself. The same question again, and I introduced, and she said, you worked with Jet Airways? I said, yes. So she said, okay, fine, I'm giving you a slip. You're most welcome to come tomorrow at 8 a.m. this particular venue. So guys, I'll tell you, don't keep false hope with this, because sometimes they will tell you that Qatar Airways will mail you or email you around 9 p.m. means the selection process, right? So that is something wrong, right? They will give you false hope, but don't worry, don't wait for that. If you get a slip, means you're selected. If you don't get a slip, don't keep hope that yes, I will get a mail, I will get an email. So that's just to just to keep the morale up or high for the person, so they don't want to make the person so feel bad. So that's why they just say these things, right? So guys, next we have on the list is assessment day. So next day was assessment day. Yes, you heard it right, because that was an open day, and this was the real interview stuff, right? That particular slip which I mentioned you, it was mentioned that I have to reach at 8 a.m. in the morning, and with the things which I was required to take, and I have to carry along. Now when I reached there, there was a queue of all the candidates, and I was quite very much nervous also. I was quite confident also. Let's see what happens, right? So they gave us a slip, and they asked us to the tag. They asked us to tie that number on your pocket. So my number was 183, I guess. And then I we went inside, and then for 1 hour they started the presentations. They just told about what is Qatar, what is life in Qatar, what we can really expect with the Qatar people, what is the living, the style and all, and how the things work there, right? So also they told us what is the salary criteria. They also told us that how can we get a promotion after a certain period of time. So it was a really informative videos, and and after that they also even asked us the questions that were we serious and were we really interested in listening to them. So it was very, very good session. Then once it was done, we were asked to do the English test, and trust me, English test was quite easy. So guys, it was very easy test. It had comprehension, it had fill-ups, it has prepositions. So it was all an English test. If you're a good command on English, you don't have to worry about that, right? So once it was done, they took that English test back from us, and they asked us that please go for lunch and we will meet here after exact 1 hour. So once we had a lunch and all, we were quite nervous. I was quite sure that I will clear that. So yes, now the next turn was SCAR declaration. Yes, so guys, this is something which is which is very important for us, and you just wanted to understand. You have to understand that what is the reason behind this SCAR declaration. Everybody will say it is very difficult. Somebody will say please declare everything. Somebody will say don't declare anything. So it depends upon the situation, and you have to decide yourself that what you have to do, right? Once my turn came, I was called inside, and they asked me that why you want to be cabin crew again, and small simple questions, just a conversation I had with them. And there were 3 people in the panel, and one was writing whatever I was speaking. One lady was observing me the way I was like so conscious that I was nervous that they're looking at my face. They were checking any marks are there, anything is in the particular which I am trying to hide. So they were trying to understand that. And the other person who was the third one, who was asking me certain questions. So I declared all my marks. Then she said, fine, you have worked with Jet Airways. I said yes, ma'am. So she said, will you be able to provide us with the experience letter of Jet Airways? I said certainly, ma'am, I will be able to. I have all the experience letter with me in my file. So she said okay, fine. She smiled and she said thank you. So with that particular smile, guys, I just came to understand, I came to know that yes, there's some hope. Always understand that you will always get a hint if you are quite good in that particular interview. If you are able to convince the interviewer, so they will obviously give you a hint. Trust me, this is my personal experience. So then I came outside, and after 1 hour the wait, they started calling the numbers, and once I heard my number, I got so mad. I called up my parents, I called my father individually, and my mother, because I was so excited. I told all the situation that this is what happened. So guys, you don't have to worry about such things. It depends upon the mood. You don't have to declare everything on the body, but just tell the face, because sometimes you don't have to if you try to hide something, that can go against you as well. So be quite good to them, right? So reason of SCAR declaration is that in case something happens to us, like something unusual thing happens over the flight, the crash landing, something, I don't know to take the name, but in that particular scenario, how they will understand which body is yours. God forbid if something happens like that, because it's a part of job, then how will they they will come to know that this is your body. So from SCAR declaration, from your marks, from your birthmarks, from your moles, they will try to understand, yes, this is Vinayak Madan, this is Rahul, this is and XYZ, right? So please understand the real reason. Don't get panic about that. So now comes the documentation part. For all those who are experienced and who join the different companies, they will understand that this is the very boring part. But now if you talk about freshers, they would be the it would be the love for them. They would be so excited, so glad to fill all the details of them. So now once they asked us to sit in a particular room, and we sat in the room, and the 3 ladies came, and they gave us the distributed form in that particular form. And I told you that we have declared the SCAR. So they told us we have to mention each and every detail about SCAR. What type of a SCAR? Is it a circle? Is it round? Is it a square? Is it a triangle? Whatever the shape it is, right? How meter long it is. So small minute details we have to mention, right? So once it was done, we were given 2 forms again, and they said this, come tomorrow, and we will you have to fill that form staying home, and you just need to bring along once you come back tomorrow. The main problem which started was that we got so excited that yes, everything is now perfect, and we are selected with a company like Qatar Airways. But there was a twist in that particular thing. We were feeling as if that's the big boss or something. So they told us that, guys, don't get so excited. Still, there's one more round to go. Once she told us like that, we were like, our faces were like, went yellow or something, pale and all. I don't know what color it was. So we got said, what the hell, man. We were so excited. We were said, okay, fine, now our hard work is done and now we will move for the further process. But now we again have to come tomorrow and we have to again come at 8 a.m. and again we have to give a personal interview. So we got so irritated that time. So guys, now we'll talk about the personal interview. That the different thing which happened with me was that when they were telling us the timing, each one as the timing that you have to come after 15 minutes, you have to come 11:15, 11:30, and that particular time I was not able to understand my timing. So I was quite scared that how I missed it. So I was not able to understand, and I was so scared to ask them again. So I never wanted to take a chance that it should not leave a negative impact on them, right? So next I just approximated, I just made an idea guess that yes, if my number is 183 and if 140 is called at that time or 170 is called at that particular time, what my timing would be. So I came 1 hour before. I never wanted to leave a chance. So then comes when I was called inside, and there was 3 people sitting, same scenarios, same positions, same circumstances. One was asking, one was writing, one was observing, right? So I was quite comfortable in that because it already happened, like as if the receiver inquiry have been placed in that particular hotel. So they started asking me random questions. There were a list of questions. So first question was, are you really interested to or comfortable to serve alcohol on the flight? Next was that how loyal are you to the company? The third was that if your friend is stealing something from your a bag, how would you react? So these were the questions which were random, and trust me, they just wanted to see how confident you are and how can you react at that point of time. So you don't have to say a perfect answer or something, or perfect lines, but you just have to answer. Always remember that when you are asked these particular questions, you just need to take a pause. Make sure that you don't have to show them that I have already crammed from outside. They also know that obviously if I have been asked some questions, I will always tell my colleague, right? They also know that, right? So don't worry about that. You just need to answer it simply, calmly, and just need to handle that situation, right? Once it was done, they asked us to leave, but trust me, as I told you that they already told me, gave me a hint. They told me that Vinayak, if you get an email from Qatar Airways saying that you have to deposit your photos, you have to upload your photos, so just make sure while clicking the photos, you don't have to, apply the oil. So from that particular line, I just came to know that yes, some hope is there. Then I took a bus, I went back to Hoshiarpur. After a day or two, I got an email saying that please, log in to your portal and you just need to upload your photo. I was quite glad. Within the 48 hours, I just updated my 24 hours, 36 hours they gave us. So I just uploaded the photos, and they also gave us a PDF through which we have to make sure that the dimensions, the body structure, the way we have to stand, how we have to give the fingers. So just need to abide by those rules, otherwise they will reject your photos, right? So once it was done, after 21 days exact, I got an email saying that we are accepting your photos were fine, and we will tell you the next further process. After 1 day of that, means 22nd day of my particular life, I got an email saying that please go for the medical. So there are particular companies or the hospitals which are being connected or collaborated with the Qatar Airways or the Gulf countries. So I went there. They knew what to do and what not to. And also there's yellow fever vaccination, which is very important. The people like us who goes in the world tour or something with the companies, right? So I have to go under this vaccination, and this vaccination costed me around 300 rupees. And if you go private, they will charge you 4,500 rupees. So I went there, and the next very day I took a certification. So once it was done, after 3 to 4 days, I got an email saying that yes, congratulations, please share your nearest departure airport. I uploaded Amritsar, and my joining date was 2020 10th April, and the training date was 12th April. But due to respected COVID-19, everything has been ruined till now. Nothing bad, but nothing good also. So we are in the middle of everything. So let's hope what gonna happen. I think the fingers crossed for everyone, so it's safe for everyone, so it's nothing different for me. So let's guys, I hope you like this video, and I just wanted to share the exact picture what happened with me. Nothing fake, nothing I have nothing told you something extra, but I've told you what has really happened with me. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you really liked it, please give a thumbs up. If you didn't even like the way I told you, please dislike, and please tell me what was a loophole, so I can just correct it coming future. So also please comment me to tell me how was my video, and please support me guys. Thank you so much for supporting till now, and I will make sure that I will just give you a perfect content without any fake things, and also upload all the pictures so that you will come to know that what exactly the mail comes from them. So guys, thank you so much. Shabba Cat. See you in the next video. Thank you.